Hello everyone, welcome to class. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome. We're gonna do something fun for today. So find your blocks, your straps, any props that you'll be using for today's practice. If you don't have any of our regular yoga props, feel free to grab anything that will suit you wherever you're practicing. Maybe thick books, maybe pillows, maybe bolsters, long towels, anything that you have there. Just put them on the side so it's easier for you to grab them. Welcome to class. My name is Rain. I'll be here to guide you through your practice for today. We're going to do a yoga recovery for runners. So find yourself seated here at the on your mat. If you're not at a space where you have a mat and your blocks, that's fine. You can do this in bed or find a perfect way, maybe if you're outside in the park, just a place where you won't be bothered for quite a while. So we're going to do this yoga recovery for runners. Good. All right. So making sure you can hear me good. All right. Let's start your practice. So we're going to start with the breath work first. So feel free to do this practice or do this again and again before and after you're going to or you're planning to run. Okay. So the breath work for today's practice before doing anything is a way to keep you activated. So there are different kinds of breath work we're in. Number one, it slows down the breath so that you can be more calm, you can feel more grounded. And there's a breath work you can feel more activated or you feel like you can be ready for the physical workout, which is for today, running. So we're going to do that for now. So finding yourself here on your comfortable seat, flexing the feet like this in your easy sitting pose. And then I want to tug my feet here just at the bottom of my knees so they can be stacked. So you're finding like a diamond shape here on your legs. So this is a good way to start activation in your legs without even doing anything effortful. Open the thighs and the glutes out wide. If you are sitting on a chair or sitting somewhere that is not on the floor, on the ground, that's fine. Find yourself tall in the spine. And if you feel like sitting down on the floor but staying here for long is not an option for you today, find yourself here on a wall like this. Yeah? Or, like what I said earlier, if you have a block or a pillow, put this here on your bum to keep yourself elevated, a little bit more lengthening on the spine when you do this. Again, flexing the feet, left or right foot in front, whichever feels good. And then tug it in so that your knees are being supported like that. Yeah? So I'm going to do mine on the floor because I feel better there. This is how we honor our body today. So open the thighs and the glutes out wide if you're hearing me on the floor. Hands on the ground or hands here on the knees. Maybe palms facing up. Maybe one hand to your heart, another to the belly. Or find your Anjali Mudra, whichever feels good today. Yeah? Roll the shoulders to the ears as we inhale. And then slowly press it back and then press it down. Allowing the heart to be more open. Puffing up the chest. Allowing the shoulder tips to reach the sides. Begin to close the eyes if you feel safe, or just gaze at one point in front of you, or look down at the top of your mat. Softening every single part of your body, being one with the presence of the moment. Notice how spaciousness can be here as well. Noticing how your breath is, inhale through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. As our theme for today is aligned with recovery, noticing how your body is at the present moment. If you're doing this after running or any kind of workout that will support you, your body, your journey, allow this practice, allow this space, this recovery practice to be here to guide you as you slow things down. Finding intentional breath work for today to activate us. So this breath work you can do before running, just so you can feel all of your body aligned with your intentions of finding a good, steady run. So I'm going to count for 6 counts of an inhale, 4 counts of holding the breath, 6 counts of an exhale, and 4 counts of holding the breath. We're just going to do this for 5 rounds. Feel free to do this longer if you feel like you need it. But we're just going to do it for 5. Again, I'm going to guide you through it. So close the eyes and just follow my voice. So the first round goes to your normal breath. Inhale and exhale. And then let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, and 4. One big inhale through the nose. Gently seal the lips. Exhale, open out. Let go. Very nice. Come back to the present moment. Begin to open the eyes, soften the eyelids. Welcome back. Let's go and start your practice for today. But as much as possible, we'll try to keep it clean because we're gonna be on the floor a lot. If you have your knee pads or if your mats are thin for today, I'm gonna show you how to use your mat to double them later on the best way that we can so that it's not really that much of an effort, so we can be more aligned with what we're doing. All right. So first off, we're gonna find your reclined goddess pose or your Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're gonna lie down on the floor and I'll show you how to do it. So lower back, middle back, upper back, head all the way down to the mat, and then slowly you have an option to, I'm gonna put my blocks onto the side so you can see what I'm doing. Planting both of my feet here at the center. So feet wherever it wants to land, maybe far, maybe middle or near the bum. See what kind of opening you want for today. And then just finding your knees opening to the side like a butterfly. There you go. So the bottoms of your feet are touching here. Hands maybe on your inner thighs, maybe just to the hips, or maybe hands up and overhead, or hands on opposite elbows. So remember the breath work that we have done earlier. It's a way to activate your body before you start, or maybe just after, just coming off from that nice run with so much breath work that you have done. That is a good way to pace back to how you're normally breathing. So you can also do that here in your poses for today's practice. This one allows an opening on your hips, on your inner thighs. Noticing how your glutes are unclenching here just to release any tension that you may have had running. And this is a way to just soothe the breath in because all of your upper body is down to the ground. So let that centeredness or that space of alignment, easing the heart down into the mat and just feeling how you're breathing. Relaxing the head heavy to the mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Very nice. Once you feel that you're good here, we're going to do a different opening on the hips. So, releasing your hands wherever you landed them. And then we're going to place it on your outer thighs or outer knees. And slowly we're going to press your knees back in. So, quick activation on the inner thighs. And then planting both of your feet back on the mat. This time around, we're going to plant your feet wide. So maybe as wide as the edges of your mat or even wider if you want. This time around, we're going to take your knees together at the sensor. So this is already a good opening on your outer thighs, on your IT band. If we want more, we're going to take your knees farther to the sides so that your knees can drop and your knees are not touching together. There. So there's like a small space between the knees, and you can feel the inner edges or the inner arches of your feet glued to the mat. Noticing how this opens so much different from how we did it first time. Again, hands onto the hips or hands up and overhead. This will feel good if you ran so long and hard. So notice how the breath comes in again. Finding awareness on releasing any tension that you have. It's such a nice way to cool down after a very hard workout. This practice for today is not just specifically for runners or if you have run before this practice. It's also a good way to cool down if you have done a leg day or any rigorous sport-specific workout that you have done for the whole of the day, or even if you're experiencing DOMS after a leg day, delayed onset muscle soreness. One big breath here, and then big breath out, release. Gently take your knees back. I know that feels hard. Gently plant your feet hip width distance and just windshield wipers side to side. Yes, there you go. Releasing or aligning. Making sure nothing is painful here. Once you feel that you're good, opposite side. So, a reminder also that if you're going to do this after a run or after a workout, this video, you can pause it at a specific pose if you feel like you need to take this pose longer. All right, so that's a good way. It can be like a yin yoga practice wherein you stay there for somehow 4 minutes or even farther. I'm going to take a block here. Again, if you don't have a block, maybe a pillow, a blanket, anything that can support you, maybe a thick cloth. And I'm going to plant it here on my bum, just here at the back. Not too much on my mid back or my lower back, just here on my bum. There. So this one is a nice release already. Hands can come up, like what we did earlier. You have an option. I'm going to give an option to maybe extend both of your toes, your legs to the sky, point or flex. That is an option. If you feel like you want more release, you can extend your feet to the top of your mat, like that. Yeah? Feet can come wide or hip width distance, but I want you to turn out the legs as if your inner thighs, your inner calves, or the arches of your feet, they're looking at the sky. Yeah, so release the tension, allowing all of your upper body to just feel heavy here. Releasing the tension on your lower back and finding some opening on your hip flexors here in front. There. So much running means so much activation on your legs. All of your legs, all of your lower body is in heat, working up for you. That the tension that holds the most is the hips. So we're making sure that we're releasing anything here. Softening every single part of your body. Soften the face. Coming back to the breath work. Keep inhaling, holding the breath, exhaling, and holding the breath once more. Notice how the heart is beating here. If it was so fast while doing your workout, or if you were running, maybe you can anchor the breath and ride it as you descend into a slower beating. Big inhale here. And exhale it all out. Very nice. Now, we have an option to stay here or keep extending your feet to the sky. Or once you feel that you're good, we're going to bend the knees both. Plant the feet both like here into the sides. And then slowly lift your hips a little, tuck the tailbone, and then plant them back in just to release any tension that was there. We're going to do some more here. So first, I'm going to bend my right knee. You can do your left if you want. Take my hands, clasp on the inner thigh like that. And then this is already good enough. Planting the heart, or the right knee towards the heart, or the right side chest. If we have more, only if we have more, we're going to extend the left leg to the front of the mat. So pointing the toes or flexing them, see how the activation is so much different if you point or flex. And I want to make sure that your knee, your left knee, is pointing to the sky and not splaying to the side. So we're not turning them out, we're turning them in. When we turn them in, we firm the inner thigh. So there's a quick activation there. Yeah. Point or flex, see how it feels good. If you want more, you can take your hands, clasp them here on your right shin, closing in the space between the right knee and the right side chest. And I want you to activate the left leg by somehow imagining pressing your left quad towards the ground. There you go. This is a really good stretch. Maybe even if you have been standing for so long and you feel like there's so much tension there that you can't quite get and on the stretches that you normally do. So this is a good one. Blocks or any kind of props are here sometimes to guide us or help us to regress. But options like this, the blocks or the props, are here to guide us into progressing more into a deeper stretch. One big breath here. And then slowly let's release. Unclasp the hands first, and then rebend onto the left knee. Step the right foot. Phew. Alright, windshield wipers left and right, or swing the hips, or again, lift the hips, tuck the tailbone, and then press it back into the ground. Let's do this on the opposite side. You have an option to, if you don't have a block or any prop, to not have that and just do this on the ground as well. Hands clasp on your left shin or inner left thigh, whichever feels good. Pressing the left knee to the left side chest or to the heart. And again, option to extend the right leg, this time to the top of your mat. You can opt to point, to flex, or to float, anything there on the feet, but I want you to keep the right knee looking at the sky. So firming the inner thighs, keeping the left knee to the heart, feeling the right quad, gently pulling to the mat. In for 4, soften the face, keeping your shoulder blades glued to the mat. 3, 2, and then 1. Very nice. Slowly release. How do we do that? Unclasp your hands first, and then rebend onto the right knee, step the right foot, step the left foot, and then this time we're going to release the block. So lift your hips up, release the block, put it on the side, and allow all of your hips to relax on the mat. That feels good. Swing the legs side to side, windshield wipers, making sure nothing is painful there. Feel the lengthening on the sides. We're going to do a little bit more. Once you feel you're good, let's go to a seat. So I'm just going to lean into my one side and then take a seat like that. Yeah? And then we're going to find your figure 4s. So lean back, take your hands on the edges of the mat if you have that. And then slowly, right leg first. So right toes, gently swinging to the front like that. And then I'm going to place my left ankle on top of my right knee, like this. So this is your figure 4. Seated pigeon. You have an option to stay here. If your shoulders are on the ears, we're going to open your heart like that. So keep it activated. Take it away from your ears. You can bend the elbows if you need more. All right. If you want more, you can shimmy the right foot near the right bum like that. Yeah. So it's like your right knee is pressing to the heart. Yeah. And then the activation here is to try to pull the left knee or push it away from the heart. You can see this difference of the opening. You can flex the left foot. Yeah, you can open the toes. So see that we're activating the feet by not just flexing the ankle or the heel. We're also flexing the toe. So maybe you can find some spaces between each toe. Like that. Yeah, so difference. You can also find clockwise and counterclockwise there. But the activation really is pushing the left knee away from the body. Again, if the shoulders are to the ears, press it back and down. Press your heart to the front of the mat. There you go. You're driving into the right heel. You're driving into the palms. Making sure that in your palms, you're also pressing or grinding towards your knuckle pads and your finger pads as well. Yeah. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. How to release? Right foot is gently gonna crawl towards the left side. So shimmy to the left side as if it's nearing the left bum. As that nears in, we're gonna plug the left foot and the right shin, right knee in front like that, finding the seat. So if the left bum is coming up, we're gonna press it down like this. And then right hand, right arm is just gonna be here on the left ankle or left knee, left leg. Left hand will reach back like this, maybe just beside the hip or far if you want. And then on our next inhale, we're gonna extend the right hand up, up, up. Feel this lengthening on the right side body. And then on your exhale, we're gonna bend or hook that elbow at the edge or the outside of your left knee, opening up to a twist. There you go. So on our next inhale, keep the length. Feel taller to the crown of the head, reaching up so you can feel that space. So belly coming in, waistline coming to the insides, back gently reaching forward. So that when you twist, there's some space there to twist deeper here. You can look at the left shoulder so you can feel that opening on the right side neck as well. And then I want you to find your left thumb at the back. So usually you can just place it here near the hip. Maybe if you want more twist here, only if you want more. Your left hand is going to reach to the opposite edge of the mat, maybe near the right hip. So you can feel the deepest twist. Yeah, I hope that feels good. Again, this is the way to honor your body. If you feel like you can't go enough or you can go for more, see how the body says you stay here because this is where we want to go. Yeah? Let's say for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. So the last one that you did is the first one that released. So release the left hand, crawl it back to the left hip, and then release the neck, look forward, unhook the right elbow, lean back. Let's gently untangle both of your legs, plant the feet again, and then windshield wipers left and right. Whew. Yes, I know it feels so awesome. Remember the breath work again. And notice that when you're holding the breath, it becomes harder to stay in that shape. So you need to exhale more. If you're doing this before or after working out or after running, notice how you can deepen or lengthen the exhales more rather than the inhale. Let's go do everything on the opposite side. So this side, left toes, left foot swinging farther to the front, and then right ankle on top of your left knee. Find your figure 4 here. Okay, hands play down to the sides, edges of the mat. Bend onto the elbows if you want more, just to make sure that your shoulders are not tugging to the ears and you're not shrugging. Take it away. So you're going to lift your heart like that. And then if you want more, we're going to shimmy the left foot near the left bum. There you go. Doesn't have to be like this. It can just be going to how you want on this side. And noticing how one side is more open than the other. This one can be more near, the other can be more far, or the opposite way. Roll the shoulders down and back, bend onto the elbows if you want. Press the right knee this time away from the body. There. Soften the face. Let this feel good. We're going to stay for 5. You can close your eyes. Come back to the breath. 4, 3, 2, Last one. And then let's release. There it is. Again, how do we release? Bend onto the elbows. Left foot gently creeping forward and then to the right hip. There you go. As it shimmies to the right feet, right hip or right feet will ground down, giving yourself a seat. So if the right hip is coming up, plug it down. Yeah. Right hand at the back, beside the right hip. On your next inhale, left hand reaches up high. Lengthen the left side body this side. And then on your exhale, hooking that elbow on the outside of your right knee. So a twist. There you go. Lengthen again as you inhale. Cinch the waistline. How do we do that? Visualize the belly pressing to the spine, the sides of the body pressing to the spine, and the back body pressing to the spine. So there's this cinching coming in as you lengthen or press the head to the sky. And then when you exhale, there's some space for you to deepen the twist. Gazing at the back, finding your right thumb. And again, staying here in this shape, or we're going to creep or crawl the right hand towards the opposite edge of the mat, or maybe towards the left hip this time. So the deeper that you can go to the twist, the deeper the exhale should be. Right shoulder peels back. You can gaze at the back. Staying here for 5. Make this feel good. 4, 3, 2, last one. And then let's release. Open the eyes, release the right hand, release the hook, come back center. Very nice. Making sure nothing's painful. You guys are good? Alright, just to make sure you're good. Okay, so coming back here at the center, let's release the legs. Plant the feet one by one, swinging the hips side to side. Windshield wipers. There you go. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go first to our tabletop. So swinging onto the tabletop. So swing the feet to the back, coming into your all-fours position. Shoulders stack on your wrist, open the fingers out wide. Hips stack onto the knees. Tuck or untuck the feet like that. So if our mats are thin, today, wherever you're practicing, I'm going to just show you, just slide the hand on the edge of the mat, the long edge of the mat, and then press it back in. Doubling the mat on the knee and the hands. Yeah? Because sometimes you feel it like, it's supposed to be like this. Yeah? This is okay. This is even like a deeper cushioning on your joints. But see how the hassle is of like putting it back in like that, right? So the easiest is to get the edge of the mat and then plug it in. Take the knee, take the breast, like that. So same on the opposite side. If you feel like your mats are thin, go and do this. We're always practicing safety, especially if you have done a really hard workout, okay? So I'm going to take my blocks on the side, coming into your tabletop, just so it's easy for me to use them later. On my next inhale, first is I'm going to extend the left leg at the back, tuck the left foot, so flexing it in, and then press the ball of your left foot here into the ground. And then I'm going to shift my weight to the ball of my left foot, gazing at my left big toe. So you can feel that nice, yummy stretch on your left leg, on your hamstrings, and on your calf. Shooting the left heel at the back. You need to press on your hands if you want a little bit more. Extend them long in front so that you can press deeper there. Inhale here. Last 2, belly in. Last 1. And then release. How do we release? Look forward. Take your hands back if they pushed it forward. Release the left leg. Bend the left knee. And then we're going to step it in between the hands. So maybe spider fingers if you want. Or shimmy it well in the middle. Making sure that you're framing it with both of the hands. So I'm going to take my block here at the center. And then plant my hands there. And then rise to my lunge. Like this. Okay? I'm going to take my cam a little bit higher so you can see I'm not putting my face away. There. So with your Anjaneyasana, with your yoga or your low lunge, your right knee's down, Again, you have an option to double the mat on the right knee if this is not okay. Place your block on the highest setting and take it near the hip if you feel like going here is curving the back. All right, we're going to put it here, maybe spider fingers if you think that you need more. And then shift your weight to the right hip. Firm the inner thighs. It's like pressing it all in at the center on your midline. Tuck the tailbone. It's like putting your outer hips in. So up and in like that. So when you do that, you can feel this yummy opening on the front of your right hip. Gently find your belly in, ribs are in. That's when you're feeling it. When you feel that stretch, that's when we go fold forward, push your hips forward, and then push it down like that. And then option to take your block a little bit forward. Not much weight on your hands, on your blocks here. Firming the inner thighs to find stability here. You can also tuck the right foot at the back if you feel you need more stability. Again, if you're curving the back or you're reaching more, making sure that you're aligned. So imagine or visualize your left heel dragging back, your right knee dragging forward. See the difference if it's inactive and then when you drag it. Yeah, so much activation there. I know it's hard, but remind yourself that you're doing this to find more strength and you need to recover well. Inhale through the nose. We're not more on the passive stretching today. Exhale out through the mouth. Last two, relax the shoulders. Last one. And then let's release. Looking down, release the blocks onto the sides. And then we're going to shimmy the left foot to the edge of the mat so that your left hand can come in. So both of your hands are inside. Left foot is here in the front. If this is not okay, take your hands on the blocks. Like that. Okay? Or just spider fingers. Now, we have an option to go deeper into this lizard lunge. Take your right knee farther to the back. And then, if we have more today, only if we have more, we're going to take your forearms down to the mat as well. Like this. Yeah? If you feel like your left knee is turning out, find awareness in pressing the left knee to the left shoulder. Yes. And then slowly, if you have more, only if you do, it's not a progression. I'm going to tuck my right foot and I'm going to lift my right knee. Like that. And then if we have more, we're going to rock forward and back. Yes. Inhales and exhales. Focus on the breath. Relax, release the tension in your face. Maybe you can chin down a little so you can feel this stretch at the back of the neck as well. Last three. Firm the inner thighs. Keep pressing the left knee to the left shoulder. Last two. And then one. Release. Right knee down. Untuck the back foot. Take your hands back to where your elbows were. And then slowly we're going to shift your weight to the right hand. And then this time we're going to turn out the left foot. So point it to the left side like that. And then shift your weight to the right hand. The left hand will reach forward, up, and then open the palm to the left side. And then we're going to reach back. Finding a cute twist. Yeah, you can shimmy the right hand a little bit forward if you need more opening there. And this is the only time that I'm going to cue this. Take your right shoulder to the right ear. Yeah, so you can feel this yummy stretch on the right side body towards the back. Lifting or reaching the left hand, energized from your left fingertips, reaching back, gazing at your left thumb. Yes, nice yummy stretch. One big breath here. And then exhale, relax, release. Left hand forward, take your hips up. Release the left leg at the back, inhale. And then exhale, bend the left knee once more. We're going to stack the left leg at the back of your right, like this. And then, notice where the toes are. We're going to open the toes to the side, make some space there at the middle. We're going to crawl with our hands, and then we're going to take a seat, like that. You saw that happening. I'm going to go here in the middle so you can see. Going to do it again. Left leg at the back. Bend the left knee. Stack the left leg at the back of your right. Make some space in between. Point or flex the feet. Crawl with the hands to land the hips back like this. So go mukasana legs. Right leg on top, left leg at the bottom. Yes. Flex the feet if this is too much. You have an option to regress. How do we do that? a block or a pillow, place it on your bum like that, elevate yourself, or take the block at the bottom of the bottom knee, like that, yeah? And then inhale, hands up high, and then exhale, reach your arms or your fingertips forward. I'm going to release the block because this will feel better with me. Reaching your hands forward, forward, forward. Allow the heart to melt on your right knee. If the right bum is lifting, step back, press all of your bum down. Yeah. Maybe forehead will ground down. We're activating or we're focusing more on the opening on the sides of your glutes. Softening the face. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Look forward. Come back center. So reaching forward, release the hips. Release the left leg. Inhale. And then come back. Tabletop. Swing the hips side to side. Maybe the deepest that you can towards the edge of the mat. There. Notice the twist. All right. Once you're good, let's do everything on the opposite side. So on your inhale, let's go. Right leg extends at the back. Flex the right foot. Step the ball of your right foot to the mat. And then look at the back. Find your right big toe. And then, with the guidance of your hand, press the hands to the ground. And then shoot the right heel at the back. Again, lifting your right kneecap. Extending your legs here. Notice how your quad can be strong for your hamstrings as well. In for 3, belly in. 2, and 1. Release. Look forward. Shift your weight to your hands. Release the right leg. Bend the right knee. Step the right foot in between your hands. Coming to your Anjaneyasana again. Find your blocks onto the sides of the body, maybe near the hips, to find yourself on your lunge on this side. Yes. All right. So again, shift your weight to the left knee. Take your outer hips. We're not suturing the booty like this. We're plugging it in so that you can tuck your tailbone. Once you tuck your tailbone, put your outer hips in. You can feel the activation in your abdominal muscles. It's already bracing, even without any intention of bracing. So tuck it in. Feel your belly in. Firm the inner thighs. Press it together. If your right knee is pressing to the side, press it into the midline. Once you feel this stretch on your front left hip, that's when you reach forward and back. Your blocks are there to support you if you feel like you don't have stability, but there's not supposed to be any weight there. Not much weight. Yeah, if you want stability, tuck the left foot, but untucking it feels a little bit more different, or it's focusing more on the opening on your left hip. Relax the shoulders, soften the face. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. Chin to chest. Release your hips. Come back to the center. Woo. Awesome. This time, release the blocks to the side. And then slowly shimmy the right foot to the right side. And then take your hands down, finding your lizard. So hands are framing in parallel to the right foot. Left knee will come farther if we have some more. Okay, if this is not accessible, again, hands with blocks like that. Okay, or just find your fingers. If we have more today, like what we did on the one side, forearms, elbows are going to ground down. Okay, reach the heart forward. Toes are going to point out to the side if we have more, or just take your right knee, press it to the right shoulder. Keep that activated. And if we have more, we're going to tuck the left foot, and then we're going to release the left knee, lift it up. And if we have more, rock forward and back. There you go. Notice how the breath is. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Left knee down, untuck the back foot. Take your hands if you went down with the elbows. And then slowly this time, turn out the right foot to the right side, like that. I think you can see it there. Turning out like that. And then shift your weight to the left hand. You can shimmy it forward a little, take one step forward, and then slowly your right hand reaches forward, up, open the palm, and then twist. Look at the back. Then heart is like reaching the right knee. I want you to tug the left shoulder to the left ear as you look at your right thumb at the back. So see how that stretch on this left side is. There you go. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come back center. Take your hands parallel to each other. Lift the hips. Release the right leg at the back. Inhale. We're going to do that Gomukhasana legs again. Bend the right knee. Stack the right leg at the back of your left. Toes are going to open to the sides. And then once you feel you're good, I'm going to go here at the center so you can see. And then gently take a seat at that space that you've made for yourself at the back. Yeah? So notice the difference between the knees and the hips on this side. Again, you can take your hands forward, shimmy the hips while making sure your left bum is also grounded to the mat. Yeah? Again, find your blocks, maybe here at the bottom of the knees or on your bum if you feel like this is too much. Inhale, lengthen hands up high. On your exhale, reach forward, fold down. Heart towards your left knee to side. Close your eyes if you feel, maybe tuck the chin. If you feel like your left bum is coming up, take a step back and then press it down. We'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then let's release. Look forward. Let's roll back to the center. There you go. Release the right leg once more, unravel. And then bend the knee, come back, tabletop. Swing the hips side to side, the deepest that you can. There you go. Inhale. And exhale. Yes, let's go back to the center. And then let's go do our first forward fold. Tuck the toes, lift your hips up and back, crawl with the hands. Rest the chest, the belly to the thighs. Soft bend on the knees. We're going to be kind. Allow all of your upper body to release here. Now take your hands here, the backs of your hands beside the feet, just here at the edges. And then toes are pointing, or fingertips are pointing to the back of your mat. I want you to bend the elbows as if your elbows are pointing to the back and it's pressing on your outer calves. So this one not just opens the lower back, it also opens the front of the wrists. Allow the head to rest just for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Look forward. Take your hands in front of the face. Feet here is going to shimmy to the side, edges of the mat. Turn them out. We're going to find your yoga squat. So soft bend on the knees and then drop your hips as low as you can. If we're here on your malasana, that's good. If you take it low, that's already good also. You can find a block, take a seat there if this is not an option for today. Yeah? Elbows against the knees, knees against the elbows, hands in prayer to the heart. Malasana. Let the heart lead the way. Roll the shoulders down and back. Let the crown of your head pull you up. Okay? So notice the activation on your bum as well. So the activation on your bum allows the knees to gently take it to the sides without even the press on the elbows. Yeah? This is just a good way to press it even more. Lift the crown of your head. And then maybe close your eyes. In for 4, 3, maybe close your eyes. Slowly release. Take your knees down to the ground. Let's take a seat here at the center of your mat. Finding the last pose of today. Extending both of your feet long to the front of the mat. Knees pointing to the sky. Point, flex, or float the toes. You have an option to take a block, place it here on your ankles if you want more depth on your lengthening. Or you can find a block or a pillow or a blanket here at the bottom of your knees. So you can find a quick bend there if this is too much. All right. Inhale, lengthen, hands reach up high. Exhale, feel that space that you made in the belly so that when you elongate and reach forward, you can reach forward because your belly is in. There you go. Wherever the hand wants to land, to the shins, to the sides, to the edges of the feet, or take a bind. See what feels good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen, reach forward with the heart. Exhale to fall down. Allow all of your head to relax. All of your body to relax. If your legs are shaking, you know that you're here too much, so take a step back. Stay for 4, 3, 2, last one, and then release. Come back center, come back up, and then just a quick counter stretch there. Take your hands at the back, 1 or 2 hands away from the hips. Fingertips are pointing front, toes are pointing as well. Bend the elbows as we inhale. On our exhale, tuck the tailbone, and then lift your hips, lift the heart. Find Purvadhanasana, reverse plank. Just one more breath here, clench the glutes. And then release, chin to chest, hips down, fall down. Very nice. Bend both knees. Let's go back to your Sukhasana, or your easy sitting pose. Take your hands on your knees, or take one hand to the heart, another to the belly. Close the eyes, and just notice how you're breathing. As our theme for today is recovery, see how the body, with all the poses that you have done, find the restorative poses come in full play. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale out through the nose. Hold the breath. Big inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. And sip one more inhale. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Very nice. Open the eyes, come back to your present moment. Hands in prayer to the heart, find your Anjali. Bow down and keep gazing into your own heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that was a good leg workout or leg recovery. Or, of course, if you're a runner, this will feel awesome. Yeah? Thank you so much. If you have any questions for practice today, feel free to drop your comments down below. Thank you so much for joining me.